Hi, welcome back to the garden. Today is Friday, March 17th. You know what we do at my house on Friday? We plant. And I'm going to show you how to grow more tomatoes than you can plant in your garden. Come on, let's plant. We're going to turn all these seeds. And I can't guarantee what kind of tomatoes I'm going to get. We saved seeds off of the ones that we liked, and then they kind of got mixed together. Just take a flat, put some soil in there. I don't know if any of these will germinate, or if they'll all germinate. Some of them are stuck together. The thing is, whatever sprouts, we'll take out of here and separate, and we'll put in individual containers, and we'll see what we get. Set that in there. Just scatter across the top, and if they come up in little clumps, it'll be okay. You can separate those easy enough. I know from a fact when they come up out of the mulch pile, can't hardly get rid of them. So I'm not worried about that. Just put a little layer of soil over the top and give them a little drink. I am going to go ahead and cover this with plastic. And this is what you wind up with. So now what do? We've got them coming up everywhere. Let's go ahead and thin these out and get them into some containers and get them growing. This is also a real good reason to go to the Chinese restaurant, because chopsticks. One of the best tools you can use for this is chopsticks. All we're going to do is we're going to transplant these into these little cells. Now, like these burpee containers, we've got some good news and some bad news. I only got a couple of them. That's the bad news. Good news is I got some leftovers from years gone by. Recycle what you can, use the good stuff. We also got some really good news about the weather. It's not going to snow, it's going to be dry. But in the morning it's going to touch 28, tomorrow morning it's going to touch 21, and then we're off to spring. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Now these are coming up in pretty good little clumps. So I think we're going to take this little clump here first. All we're going to do is gently break them apart. And see, you got that beautiful little root on there. So I'm just going to lay this into this other container while we separate the rest of these. You just gently separate them out. They come apart pretty easy. Look at those beautiful roots already. Well, yeah. Now what I've done is laid them across the side. You just bend them in the center. Gently bend them in the center, and then backfill with soil. That entire stem will root. That'll double your roots. And any little roots you have on there, you want to make sure it gets down in there. You go very gently. And we can come back and add some more soil here in just a second if we need to. You just bend it right in the middle. Don't snap it. We're just lightly bending it and backfilling with the soil. This soil is very loose. We want it that way on purpose. And then we'll come back and water these. See, and the thing is about the compost, I still got some bigger pieces in here, and I'm not necessarily sure I like that, but use the soil you have to work with. Just gently work it in with your chopstick. And then anywhere it's a little low, go ahead and add a little soil. I'm going to get these all done before I give them a drink, and then we'll give them all a drink. We'll let that settle. Then you do the same thing. If it settles a little bit, you can always add a little more soil. If you see how nice these roots are, you just pull those apart. Set one in each cell. We could set two in each cell, but then we'd have to separate them again. this just a little drink. Now, I wasn't joking when I said you're going to be able to make more tomatoes than you're going to be able to use. I just potted up 40, 41, another 100. Well, easiest way to start tomatoes. I think I got a couple friends that might want a tomato or two. This is how we do our tomatoes, and I hope it was helpful. And as the last gasp of winter passes through, hopefully that's about it. We'll be on to spring, and we'll be able to get some of this stuff in the ground pretty soon. Got a little creative with the heat mat. Did okay last night. It got down to 30 degrees. Tonight it'll get down to 28 for about an hour. Then tomorrow, Sunday morning, it's going to get down to about 21 for a couple hours. I think we're going to be all right. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.